Fala aí galera do YouTube, beleza? Vamos aqui com mais um detonado de Assassin's Creed 3. A partir de hoje estarei postando todo dia o detonado do Assassin's Creed 3. Vou mostrar aqui o menu. Vamos lá em opções, Language. Bom, as legendas já estão em português. Vocês estão vendo o menu, muito interessante. Gostaria que vocês favoritassem, dessem um like para divulgar meu trabalho. Então vamos lá. Play the history. Vou criar uma nova. Vai ser o xSena Games. E bora lá.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years. Even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching. Bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be. When it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization. The ones who came before. A precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Aí galera, vocês viram aí o começo do jogo? Bom, foi um resumo de tudo que aconteceu até agora, né? Então, bora lá.
We're here. Let's go.
Agora finalmente estamos controlando nosso caro amigo Desmond. Vamos entrar na caverna. Bom, então como eu estava dizendo, foi tudo um resumo geral do que aconteceu nos outros Assassin's Creed, né? Desde Altair até Ezio. E agora vamos pro Connor.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Vocês acabaram de ver o poder da maçã, né? Ou o pedaço do Éden, como os assassinos chamavam esse artefato misterioso.
I think we're here.
Tem gente que fala que é maçã, que é magia, outros falam que é ciência, né? Ninguém sabe ao certo. Olha que gráfico lindo, né? Bora lá, correr.
You must find the key.
Son?
Sir. Here we go again.
Lá vamos nós outra vez.
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While
nós
you
vamos
were
passar por
visiting
né?
Constantinople,
Aprender as
we picked up a
habilidades.
software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a
Tutorial.
couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
Mas na verdade estamos tentando conectar no Animus.
What do you need me to do?
Que faz
We'll start
Desmond
simple.
viver
Walk to the marker over
seus
there.
antepassados. Bora lá então. Isso por aqui. Bom, tô jogando no PC. Eita, falhou, que feio. Tô jogando no PC.
Okay,
Gráfico
Desmond.
muito lindo.
Let's practice climbing on these objects.
Bora, vamos, Desmond. Suba. Bom, aqui é só um tutorial mesmo. Tem muita importância, né? Acho que vem aqui. Isso, pula, pula. Força, Desmond. Eita, que feio. Mas é complicado, né? Você tá jogando e falar ao mesmo tempo, perde concentração. Bom, vamos lá. Agora eu não caio mais. Vai, Desmond. Então, como estava lá na cutscene, o Desmond tá procurando uma chave, né? Ele vai achar essa chave através do Connor. O Connor, na qual vai ser o assassino que Desmond vai viver no Assassin's Creed 3. Isso, bora.
That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. Alright, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
E aqui é o assassinato no ar, né? Vamos lá de novo.
All you have to do here is jump the gap.
Vamos fazer esse parkour, né? Parkour que chama. Sobe, isso, agora pula, 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 isso. Uma das coisas mais interessantes no Assassin's Creed, sem dúvida, é o parkour, né? Essa habilidade de correr, pular, não sei fazer o que mais. Bom, olha como está reconstruindo o cenário.
Synchronization levels are
Estamos
good now.
celebrando o
You should
passado
be able to
pequeno.
build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Olha a reconstrução do cenário, como é simplesmente perfeito, ó. Gráfico, né? Olha, a gente vai andando ao mesmo tempo vai reconstruindo tudo.
Everything all right, sir?
Olha lá o meu servo.
Yes.
Bora lá,
Fine.
servo.
I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
E ali está a porta. Vamos entrar aqui para uma ópera. E start mission. Bora lá.
Invitation, please.
Que folga.
Shall I take your coat, sir?
Olha isso, olha o tanto de pessoa ao redor.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Vamos assistir uma ópera aqui, um musical, né? Maravilhoso. Olha quantas pessoas no mesmo
Good
cenário.
evening, sir. This way,
Muito
please.
bom isso. Vamos entrar aqui.
My apologies.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Aqui temos que encontrar o alvo. Ele tá mais ou menos aqui. Vamos ativar a visão de águia. Ali, achei. Esse vai ser nosso primeiro assassinato.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
I already have.
Bom, o objetivo aqui é encontrar outro caminho para assassinar o cara lá. Vai dar, ó. Bora lá.
1,000 pardons. My apologies.
Olha a folga de novo. Esse aqui não é folgado, hein? Bora lá. Vamos subir aqui. E vamos do jeito mais fácil, né? Chega lá.
Betty has brought more goods into our lot here than any 5 of the game. And in truth, it is a pity to lose so good a customer. If none of the gang take her off, she may in the long course of business leave her 12 months.
Força que não é.
Isso. A good sportsman always thinks the end of Aldridge's life was to free the game depends on.
Subir aqui.
Here the law allows us no reward.
Na próxima acho que já dá. Isso, já dá. Dá pra gente entrar e achar outro caminho. Isso aqui é muito chato de fazer. Você tem que abrir a porta, tem que girar exatamente no ponto certo. E agora aqui arrebentar a tranca. Isso. Com o passar do tempo você aprende, mas é chatinho, viu? Aqui, vamos dar uma de Homem-Aranha. Pula. De novo, isso. Aqui, vamos subir aqui. Outra vez vamos dar uma de Homem-Aranha. E cai de novo. E bora lá. Não, por aqui não, Rico. Aí. Olha lá, chegou no cara.
Hey, Ethan. You should have come to me. We would have found another way.
Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
As am I.
Agora é só matar. Olha o guri lá. O guri viu. Tá até espantado, coitado. O guri pra ser feio. Olha o medo. Coitado. Tá, saiu dando uma cantada ainda, ó. A pose do cara. Bom, esse aqui foi o primeiro assassinato. Você percebeu que teve uma conversa bem interessante, né? Uma conversa de cavalheiro. E agora começa os gritos. Agora o objetivo é sair do teatro. Nada de... Eita, coitado, cara. Todos eles confiam de todos, menos de mim. O povo tudo apavorado. Sai frente, muito obrigado. Com licença. Ixi, pegaram o cara. Não sou eu. Olha quantas pessoas no mesmo cenário. Isso é muito bom. Todo mundo apavorado. Assustado. Todo mundo desconfia de todo mundo. Com licença, sai da frente.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, we'll want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Bom, galera, o vídeo vai ficando por aqui. Bom, agora no próximo vídeo viajaremos a Boston, né? A grande cidade de Boston. 1700 e bolinha, por aí. Bom, o vídeo vai ficando por aqui. Eu gostaria que vocês favoritassem, dessem um like para ajudar o vídeo. Muito obrigado por assistirem. Bom, e falou!